Third Strike Radio, Vinny K here with you along with Jim Noonan, our movie guru. What's going on, buddy?
Not much. Very light week this week. All we got is one movie coming out on Friday.
Now you saw the big one that's coming out, right? What did you see last night?
Evil Dead.
And
remake of the 81 movie.
Are you a fan of the old one?
You know what? I must have seen it for the first time when I was like 13 or 14, and I remember it a little differently than when I recently watched it. I thought it was just cheesy, bad.
Right.
So I'm not really that much of a fan.
I was very little when it came out. I was very little, and there was a lot of hype around it, and everybody wanted to see it, and eventually we got our hands on some. We saw it somewhere, but I'll be honest with you, it didn't leave a lasting impression.
Yeah, it's. I mean, in the history of horror films, I mean, I guess it's memorable in the sense that it, launched a bunch of careers, but it's not really well made. I mean, it's one of those low budget movies that I guess just has this cult following that for some reason don't get.
What? So now the new one that just came out, what was your take on it?
You know what? I think it's way better than the original. However, I don't know if that's saying much. But I think this is going to stay with me for a little while. I think if you're a fan of the original, you're going to love this. If you're a casual horror fan, you'll probably like it. If you don't like horror movies, this is not for you because it is gore to the max. I mean, there was an Australian film called Dead Alive that is considered probably the bloodiest movie ever, and this is right up there.
Now,
I mean, it's just...
Without giving away too much, is there a killer, or is it just some kind of...
They read a Book of the Dead, and it unleashes demons who possess the bodies of the people in this cabin, just like the original. It's kind of a mishmash of actually Evil Dead 1 and 2.
Now, the thing that gets me with these, like, I'm just seeing a commercial, I don't care about these people. The little of I see of these people, I don't mind if they die. And I think that sort of hurts.
That always hurts a horror movie. I have to care that these people live. Otherwise, I'm just waiting for this demon to come and sweep them away. I know what you're saying. Yeah, that's always my issue with horror films in general. If I don't care, then I don't care.
From what I saw, you should just call it hipsters in a cabin. There's hipsters in a cabin, and eventually they're gonna die, and that's good. That's less hipsters I have to kill.
Yeah. There's one guy that's like hipster to the max with his he's trying to pull off this 70s John Lennon thing. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. But it's a solid film. I mean, it's way better than the old one. If you're just going to the theater looking for a good R movie, and so this is like popcorn entertainment. I mean, this is the horror movie version of Transformers 2.
And there's not much out. If you're going out on a date night, you go see this movie.
Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff, but this is that weird time of year where there's not a lot of substance out there. You got G.I. Joe and the Croods and Olympus Has Fallen and Oz the Great and Powerful.
Now, what's coming out Friday? You're saying this is the one that's coming out Friday?
This is the major release Friday. The other thing that they're doing is they're doing Jurassic Park 3D.
I was wondering why everything is Jurassic Park everywhere, and I didn't know why. I thought they were coming out with a new one, but I guess they just released the 3D.
3D, yeah, and I think it was kind of to roll out the Blu-ray release. I mean, I get the feeling like it's going to be in theaters, kind of like they did a Top Gun 3D about a month ago.
Okay.
This Jurassic Park thing is going to last like 2 weeks, and then it's going to be forgotten about again.
Right.
And I think they're just doing it to sell Blu-rays. They're re-releasing all this stuff, which is cool. I mean, if that's the kind of movie you like. I loved it as a kid. I remember that was the day I got my braces. My mom took me to go see Jurassic Park.
That was your gift for sitting through the braces, going to see Jurassic Park.
Oh my God, I had the worst headache. Yeah, it was a terrible day. So she's like, "All right, let's go see Jurassic Park."
Getting off subject because you are a movie guy, but I know you're a sports guy too.
Absolutely.
What do you think about Coach Rice over at Rutgers? Did you see the video of that?
Yeah, he's a knucklehead. I mean, look, when people yell at you like that, you eventually get numb to it, and you almost don't give a crap about what they say at all. And I saw there was one shot of, he throws the ball, hits this kid in the leg, and the kid doesn't even turn around to look who threw it because he knows who threw it.
Exactly.
And it's just that kid doesn't respect you at all.
He kicked the Rutgers coach. He kicked a few kids. He shoved a few kids. He was calling them. He was calling them faggots. He said, "What are you, a faggot?"
Yeah,
what is it, 1950?
Yeah,
what is it, 1950? And you're doing that? And and he got fired. And if he got fired, he did eventually get fired. So.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, they just fired him about an hour ago. They weren't going to fire him, and it was a whole thing. And then once that video leaked, you can't stop. It's like with the movies leaking videos and stuff. You can't stop it. It's so easy to for everything to go viral now. They couldn't defend him because everybody in the world's seen it.
Well, it reminds me of about a year and a half ago. There was this high school football coach, I think, and these kids were just with him. He was just a big douche. And they just iPhone recorded, audio of him yelling, and the guy got fired the next day. And it's like, man, if I had that at in my hands in high school,
right?
I'm trying to think of how many coaches or teachers I would have got fired or reassigned.
Things are so different because of technology now. Like I was watching a Seinfeld episode last night, and it was before cell phones, and the whole plot would have been gone. So the plots change left and right because of technology now, and some things from 3 years ago are out of date because why did that happen? You know what I'm saying? Because it changes everything. But Rice is gone. We're gonna be streaming live at montalkradio.com in a few weeks. Jim Noonan is our movie guru for Third Strike, and of course now for Montalk Radio. Tell them how to get in touch with you, how to check your websites out.
You can follow me on Twitter at Jim Noonan Media, and my website is jimnoonanmedia.com.
Keep it locked in, Third Strike Radio.